Welcome to your third fan-requested Friday matchup of the week. Ronnie Coleman, 1998, versus Kia Greene, 2010. Now, I would have selected a different version of Kia. Perhaps 2012 would have been a good opponent for this one. But anyway, this is the very first time I actually did a matchup between these two. So I'm excited to see the results. And it's honestly, guys, harder to get the heights correctly in these ones, but I'll do my best as always. Ronnie Coleman, much more presentful in this front relaxed. This was never the best pose for Kia Greene. He generally likes to put his one hand on hip, throw the other hand out, and that is acceptable for a front relaxed position. But anyway, guys, food for thought. This is probably not the best pose for Ronnie Coleman either. I do detect a little bit of gyno there. But anyway, guys, let's head into the front double bicep pose. Muscularity round, Ronnie Coleman, just on another level altogether. Look at the conditioning. Although I do detect, once again, some gyno. Look at the lag development on Ronnie Coleman, guys. That waistline of Kia Greene, he really spilled over in 2010. So, like I said, perhaps 2012 would have been a better bet for you Kia Greene fans. Of course, with the front lat spread, Kia really does hide the distension of the midsection. A very good pose for Kia Greene, but it is a very good pose also for Ronnie Coleman. And you may notice I tried to select different pictures of Ronnie Coleman because I've done some comparisons with the 98 Ronnie Coleman recently. So I would like to have, I tried and searched, so I don't think you guys have seen this front lat spread or that front double bicep of Ronnie Coleman. But anyway, I probably had to reduplicate a couple of the poses. But anyway, guys, this is a Ronnie Coleman shot for sure. He's bigger, more presentful, and the lats are a little bit bigger as well. Turn to the side for the side chest pose, and you may notice that I did make Kia Greene substantially shorter than Ronnie Coleman. They're probably 3 inches difference. I believe Kia 5'8", Ronnie Coleman probably 5'11". But look at Kia Greene. He's sitting down on a lot of the poses. That's the way the modern guys pose, guys. And Ronnie Coleman, he stands up nice and straight. But other than that, guys, just ignore the heights. Look at the quality, the thin skin of Ronnie Coleman. Muscle separation, up the yin-yang, not to mention the midsection of Kia. Again, guys, he really spilled over. Good tricep, good chest on Kia, but like I said, ruined by that distension of the midsection. Wow, Ronnie Coleman sure looks good here in the side chest. I'm not a huge lover of this pose for him, but I have to say, this pose here, probably one of his best. Here we have the transition into the side tricep, which I call this the hoo-ha pose. I know it sounds a little bit ridiculous, but I mean, considering this is Fan Request Friday, it sounds very tame, but for me trying to be serious, even in one of my more serious videos, I would still call this the hoo-ha pose, the hoo-ha position, and I would like you guys to get the word out there. You know what I mean, guys? Make me a little bit famous? The hoo-ha position? A Marx Max muscle? Or you could call me Marx muscle or whatever you call him. You don't have to say that you know the whole name. Tricep development, Kia is actually winning. And the distension in the midsection this time less evident. I can actually see a good set of abs for Kia. But duly noted, as this is not a mandatory pose. This is. And the side tricep itself, I have to say, Kia looks like a monster. He looks like a beast. Camera angles tilted, though, making the upper body of Ronnie Coleman look a little bit smaller. But this was never a great pose for him anyway. And like I mentioned, I searched and searched for different poses for you guys. And I don't know if you guys ever seen this one of Ronnie Coleman. So, a little bit of a surprise treat for you guys. Look at the legs. This is just not a good angle for Ronnie Coleman. You can't see the tricep. The leg looks skinny from this angle, if you can imagine that. Ronnie Coleman's skinny legs? I don't think so. Looks good in the abs and chest, though. So Kai Greene, he is getting a point, but you know me and my judging. Turn around for the back development, and is this make or break time? I think it may be a break for Kai Greene. He needs to take a break and go sit down on those fantastically striated glutes of his. Because I actually do like the conditioning of Kai, so you can't be mad at him. But look at the size of the traps of Ronnie Coleman. And if it wasn't a weak point for Kai Greene, then it wouldn't be such a domination. But it is a weak point. He has no traps to speak of. And Ronnie Coleman, let's face it, he has mountains there. Not to mention a wider set of lats. I like those lower lat insertions of Kai, though. Not enough. The rear double bicep, always a better pose for Kai Greene. He really he employs those lat insertions. He puts them to work. And I do like his glutes. The size of them. Yes, they're smaller, but hey, you don't need your glutes to be too big. They're like salt. Not too much salt. Not too little salt. Just the right amount of salt. Conditioning-wise, though, guys, look at the thin skin of Coleman. Look at the arms from the behind here. Better than Kai Greene. It's close, though. Look at those legs of Kai. So, coming out of the back shots, back poses, I'm going to give Ronnie Coleman a slight edge. I think his rear lat spread was a little bit better. Now, the ab and thigh, if this was a better version of Kai Greene, I think he would catch Ronnie Coleman. And this is the 98 Ronnie Coleman as well. And his obliques, I've never seen them look quite so good. Coupled with that huge quad. 98, he really built those quads up from 97 to 98. Huge, huge. No, he doesn't have that natural feathering that Kai Greene does. And yes, I mean, you can see some feathering in Ronnie Coleman's quads, but trust me, if he had that as a natural genetic trait like Kai Greene or a Jay Cutler, he would have feathering coming out of the yin-yang, I'm here to tell you. So I do like Kai Greene's pose, the shape of it, but he's just too distended in the midsection. I'm going to go with Ronnie Coleman, believe it or not, in the ebb and thigh. And that reaches us to the most muscular. This is the crab position. Not the best bet for your Kai Greene, that type of physique. It just doesn't translate well. You see him next to the Dr. Phil Heath, and his arms just look so small in comparison, and it's no different against the king, Ronnie Coleman. Look at that. Like I said, the thin skin. Ronnie Coleman in that upper body. Just impossible to beat. And he is your winner, guys, of your third and second to last fan-requested Friday matchup of the week. Get your request in, guys. Get it in now. I really hope you enjoyed this one, because this is the first that I've ever done between these two as a comparison. I would like to do a better one after, with more select years. But anyway, guys, this begins the feud, I guess. Hit thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. Have a great day.